Hi everybody, this is Juhi Alvi Jawahar again, uh, the board certified behavior analyst for BASIS, Behavior and Special Educational Services. And what I brought for you today is easy readers, theater scripts. So again, it's a language art activities to do with the kids. And I just thought that, we do a lot of ABA, we do a lot of other stuff with the kids, but it would be fun to do some theater with the kids, right? So the theater that I picked up for you guys was Little Red Riding Hood, and the parts are going to be narrator 1, narrator 2, Little Red Riding Hood, Grandma, Wolf, and the Hunter. Okay, now it gets a little bit, fun over here. And so the narrator 1 is going to be, once upon a time, there was a little girl. She wore a red cape. Everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. Her grandma was sick. Little Red Riding Hood's mom told her to bring a basket of food to her grandma, but her mom said to be careful. "I will, Mom. I will be safe in the woods." Little Red Riding Hood took the food. She started to walk into the forest. A wolf saw her. He was hungry. He wanted to eat her for lunch. "Where are you going, little girl?" So basically, how many characters are you going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to have 5 characters, and this is something that, it can be done with any kid. You can have like 6 kids. You could be the narrator. The teachers can do it. It can be done with adaptive equipments. Be creative. You can use augmentative devices, the AAC devices with the kids, which are the Dynawalks, the GoTalks. You can program them with the scripts. You can actually use a phone like an Apple iPhone, and what you can do is that in the Apple iPhone you can record different voices, and for each child you can play their character, but you can dress up the child as that character and you can have this play going on for them. It would be so much fun. And then, so on and so forth. So, I'm going to see Grandma. She lives in a little house by the river, said Little Red Riding Hood, and she's sick. I'm bringing her some food. Little Red Riding Hood stopped. She knew not to talk to the wolf. She started to run to her. The wolf knew a fast way to get to the grandma's house. He ran faster than the Little Red Riding Hood. "Who is there?" In a high voice, "Grandma, it's me. It is the Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Come in there." So here are all the characters and all of their, dialogues. And then the wolf opened the door. He saw the grandma. He put her in the closet and locked the door. Then the wolf put on Grandma's cap. He got in her bed and pulled up the blanket. Soon there was a knock on the door. In a high voice, "Hello, who is it?" And, Little Red Riding Hood said, "Grandma, it's me. It's the Little Red Riding Hood. I have food for you." And the wolf said in a high voice, "Oh, please come in, dear." So these are their, scripts. Little Red Riding Hood put the basket down. That's the narrator saying now. She walked towards the bed. Little Red Riding Hood saw her grandma. She did not look the same. She did not sound the same. "Grandma, you don't sound like you always do." In a high voice, "I do not. It must be the cold. Come by me so I can see you." Little Red Riding Hood went closer. "Grandma, what big ears you have." "The better to hear you with, my dear," said the wolf. "Grandma, what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf. "Grandma, what big teeth you have." And the wolf said, "All the better to eat you with, my dear." And the wolf got out of the bed and he ran after Little Red Riding Hood, and Little Red Riding Hood ran out of the door. And then Little Red Riding Hood ran down a path. A hunter saw her. He had an axe. He said, "What is wrong?" "The wolf's trying to eat me." The hunter ran to help her. He saw the wolf. He chased the wolf, and with his axe, the wolf ran far away. "Thank you. Can you help me find my grandma?" "Yes, I can." Little Red Riding Hood and the hunter heard something in the closet. It was her grandma. I will help her out. The hunter used his axe. He hit the door of the closet. It opened and Little Red Riding Hood saw her grandma. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma hugged each other and they lived happily ever after. And there are more stories on Teachers Pay Teachers. They have Goldilocks and the Three Bears. They have Rumpelstiltskin. They have Little Red Hen, Gingerbread Man. So these are all the stories that they have over there. So really neat exercise to do with the kids. You can do this exercise with the kids and this would be a lot of fun. Have a wonderful day.